What's up, guys? It's your favorite. It's your king, Planet Kenji, the Dark Kage here, and today we're gonna be doing what if Goku got stuck in Super Saiyan God. Now, before we run the intro, I'm going to say I'm going to be doing Goku what ifs for 2 months. So do not comment down below any what if that's not Goku, and that's all I have to say. So you can go ahead and roll the intro, please. Peace.
Goku, say Goku.
Alright, guys. So we begin this story off right where you would expect it at, right at Battle of God. So Goku and Beerus is currently fighting as canon, right? So basically, Goku and Beerus are fighting as canon, as Beerus was secretly teaching Goku how to use his newfound God power and God. Since in the anime, they they pretty much say that Goku is pretty much a god now. Not the power itself, but like he's actually become a god. Because I guess in like the initial god transformation, it actually makes you a god. But like after you but then after a while, once you like make it after a while you kind of make it a transformation, you say. But in this time, won't happen. So basically, Goku would lose it right quick, right? But this is when something would change. As when Goku and Beerus are fighting in the cave, and when he loses it, right? When he's only on about 80%, right? When Beerus is on 70, Beerus still gets angry, which Goku leads to the same guy, and he still does his famous speech.
I will not let you destroy my world.
So one of the guys, as Goku would say, as you know what Goku just said, he was up Super Saiyan, right? As the battle would continue, as Master Roshi was still asking Krillin, what could he still on me? Could he still on me? Are you still seeing this, Krillin? And Krillin's like, I have no clue, pretty much. As even Vegeta is still shocked. As the two continue their battle, as Goku begins to send bears up in the sky. As it continues, as this is when Beerus is like, alright, Saiyan, let's show me what you got. This is when he's like, since you want to use blast attacks, then I got one for you. This is when he begins to use instant transmission all around Beerus. And this is when Beerus then hears, ah! As Goku then throws his Kamehameha at Beerus. And this is when Goku still says, I think that's Goku's Kamehameha. Which Goku and Beerus then continue their fight as canon. And this is when Beerus then throws his spear of destruction down at Goku, which Goku then catches it. But you know, he's still in the end, falls into the blast. Thinking of all his friends and family, he re-enters Super Saiyan God. But unlike he did in Canon where he used it for about a second, this time he used it permanently. This time he got stuck in it. This is when his and Beerus' battle continued. But in the end, Beerus still wins. Which Goku, instead of Beerus like flicking him down, or instead of Goku like falling down, he flies down himself since he admits defeat. But he says, Beerus, one day I will surpass you. This is when Beerus says, I do believe that, my rival. Since Souls of Two basically flies down to Earth, which Beerus can then, as he still does, try to destroy the Earth, but as we know, he just destroyed the rock as he pretends to pass out. As um, this is when Chi-Chi asks why is his hair still red. She does ask him that, which Goku doesn't even know himself, considering he tried to power down like he would any other time, but it wouldn't work. As Reese begins to explain, well, somehow, when you were in the cave when you with Lord Beerus, to explain, that I guess you lost it for a second, re-entered, went to your Super Saiyan form, and then thinking of all your parents, friends, and family, you re-entered the Super Saiyan God, and and you basically absorbed it completely, making you a Super Saiyan God yourself, making it your base form. So this is like, so this is when he says, "So I'm stuck in this pretty much." Yes, he said. He still does offer Goku to train on his planet to help him control it to a better state. So this is when Goku's in. This is when Goku's in. Still, he doesn't know it, but like Vegeta still goes off the train, but we here's the funny. Because Goku gets used to being a Super Saiyan God after all, considering he got stuck in it. There's nothing he can do currently. So anyway, so basically this is when Goku then finds out by Bulma that Vegeta is on Beerus's planet, training currently. If he does ask Bulma to get Whis to come over it, they take him as well. But as we all know, we still does takes a really long time to get Goku like to come back as we know again. As this is when so anyway, so this is when we still eventually come. He sort of eventually come as he did in canon. As he as he told as Goku got there at the last second and teleported away as he did in canon. As basically this is when uh, I'm trying to think, y'all. So this is when they get to Planet Vegeta, which Vegeta, not Planet Vegeta, I'm a dummy. Planet Beerus' world, right? But um, this is when Vegeta was still since Goku, senses Goku's God Key, since he can't sense the God Key at all. I just forgot about that. But anyway, this is when he's like, Kakarot, what are you doing here? I obviously came here to train you. Hey, and why didn't you tell me that you're going off to Beerus's world? He says, well, I pretty much didn't care to tell you, Kakarot. So anyway, so this is when Whis would then train Goku and Vegeta as he did in canon. This is when Goku and Whis train. This is when Whis would train Goku and Vegeta, just like he did in canon, leading to the Resurrection F arc and go on. So let's go to Gohan. Perspective of Gohan still just take out all the guys that he did in canon, but he's still gonna go Mystic because he didn't train at all. So Frieza pretty much bodies everyone, and and then Bulma still bribes Whis and Beerus for a Sunday. So we're gonna leave this part up here, right here. Don't worry, guys. Right after this, I'm about to post the next part. Promise. Peace. What's up, guys? It's your Saiyan. It's your king, Planet Kenji, the Dark Hage here. And today we're gonna be doing another what if, which is a continuing one of what if Goku got stuck in the Super Saiyan God. So where we left off is where Goku had just got on Beerus' planet, as him and Vegeta started training so they can unlock the next stage, which we all know is Super Saiyan Blue. So what happens is this is when basically when I go to the perspective of that little like blueberry thing, I forgot what his name was. But yeah, he basically wishes back Frieza as Frieza started training for months as he did in canon. As Goku and Vegeta were also training for months. So anyway. So this is when we time skip the resurrection of Arc. As this is when Frieza then arrives on Earth. This is when like Piccolo gets the gang and they start taking out lower ones. of lower enemies, lower enemies, lower of Freezer's men. Jocko said he'll also take out the weaker one. His Bulma still does. He tries to bribe Whis and Beers like to come for a Sunday, but obviously they still don't get the message the first time. But after a while, they end up getting the message. So this is when we get here. We then so when this is when Goku. So this is when Frieza then throws like a supernova at does a supernova like to destroy the Earth since Goku and Vegeta he thinks they're dead since no one said anything about the two. He only sees the sun. So anyways, this is when Goku Zen and Goku and Vegeta then arrive. This is when Goku only uses a ki blast, one little baby ki blast to destroy one, just that massive supernova. That, mind you, this is a stronger Freezer that did it, a much stronger base form a much stronger first form Freezer. When you think about it, this is Resurrection and first form Freezer, and he just flicked it basically with a ki blast. I think also even Super Saiyan High since it's his base form now. Since if you don't realize, Super Saiyan High is like your god base form, you can say. So anyway, so this is when Peter says, no golden hair this time. No golden hair. This is when Goku said, this is when him and Vegeta plays rock, paper, scissors. And this is when they're like, rock. This is when the two are like, rock, paper, scissors, go. This is when Goku wins. He says, yes. And this is when Goku then overruns. This is Goku then over the Frieza. With Frieza then obviously powering up to his final form. Not being able to sense Goku's ki, but he could tell just by Goku's aura. But Goku's much stronger. So he'd already go into his final form. Not the buff boy form, like his more, like the one that basically, he realized just like Goku and Vegeta, how it lowers his stamina. So he's mastered that his normal power. But now to have the power of the buff form that he had. As this is when him and Goku just begins to fight in their base forms, you could say, which his base form is Super Saiyan God might be. But Goku obviously bought his body and freezes. As this is when Goku then throws usually does a basic ki blast. This is when Frieza then gets hit by it. This is when Frieza says, let's take it up a notch. Alright, Frieza. Alright, Frieza. This is when he says, would you like to go first? Nah, monkey. You can go. This is when crack, 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 crack. And this is when this is when his blue ore then begins to crack. And this is when Krillin and Roshi then says, it's just like when you originally went Super Saiyan God. As this is when Goku then began floating up. Alright, you can say Frieza. About, it says, about a year ago, you could say, I got a taste, well not a taste, but I got stuck in the form you saw before. Which basically made me a god now, you could say. A god Saiyan. And I furthered that power to make it my base form. And now I got something I like to call Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Or as my master called it, Super Saiyan Blue. Since it's basically me adding another 50 times multiplier to the Super Saiyan God form. This Frieza says understand since he's not stupid. This is when the Frieza then says, ah! He said, what should I call this? No, why don't I just be cheap and call this Golden Freezer? Alright, Freezer, fair enough. But I just called Super Saiyan Freezer. Anyway, guys. So, this is when, um, what would I like to say? What I like to say? Okay, but this is when Goku then attacks first by kicking Freezer in the gut, where Freezer retaliates by grabbing Goku with his tail, which Goku then bites his tail. And this is when he then kicks Freezer in the stomach. And this is when he then kicks Freezer up in the air. And this is when he enters transmissions behind Freezer. And then he then breaks him on the forehead. This is when Freezer then retaliates by throwing a punch, a kick at him. This is when Goku, and then he decks Freezer in the gut, which Freezer retaliates by throwing Goku with his tail. This is when Goku then uppercuts Freezer, and this is when Goku then says, Kamehameha! And Freezer then dodges. And this is when Freezer then goes a bunch of death beams at him. This is when Goku says, this is when him and Goku and just look. This is when the two just look at each other, right? But this is when Goku then yells like, Super God Flash! And he then says, Super God Flash. This is when they give him the 1-inch punch. And this is when he then begins to body freeze as he did in canon. This is when, as he continues, anyway, so, this is when, so anyway guys, so this is when Goku, so this is when Goku then, instead of, this is when Goku then decides to say, I'm done Freezer for fighting you. And he says, alright Vegeta, it's your turn. Then the de-transform, and Freezer then throws a key blast at him, and he says, I can sense that. So anyway, so this is when, Golden Freezer's like, what are you supposed to do, Vegeta? But he's like, this is when he's gonna go Super Saiyan Blue. I've been a Super Saiyan for years now, and it's now time to get my revenge for what happened all those years ago. And this is when he then fights in the same mechanic, still giving him that speech, not finishing him up. But this is when Goku, this is when Frieza then destroys the Earth, which we still protecting everybody that was around him. This is when Bulma still sheds a few tears that Vegeta died, but this is when we then revives. Like this is when Whis then tells Goku to go blue, as this is when Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, as this is when he then revives the last 3 minutes that would happen, as this is when Goku then says, Kamehameha! No! Frieza's like, and this is when he then kills Frieza. And this is when this is when the Z Fighters gonna have a party and celebrate their winning against Frieza. And this is when, Whis tells them that they should start working together, which Goku would just reply saying that they rather fight their own battles. And this is when Whis says, well, you guys are Saiyans after all. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. So peace. One note. What happens next time on What If Goku was Stuck in Super Saiyan God? We'll see what happens for our monkey friends adventure. Peace. Guys. Okay guys. So this is gonna be the next part. So what if Goku was stuck in Super Saiyan God? And this is gonna be the Universe 6 tournament art. So we start this off we see Goku and Vegeta training in these weird ass suits, and they just doing one finger push ups and stuff like that, and stuff like that. As you can see, a purple fat Beerus type person on his planet just walking up to her. As this is when he gets there, he's like, Beerus! As this is when he then uses the God of Destruction's roar technique that he uses in canon. As this is when like, this time Goku was able to like stain since he's not in his base form. But so this is when Goku and says, anyway guys, so this is when Beerus gets woke up and they have a food challenge, which number 7 no wins. So this is when this is when Jumper like I challenge you. Beerus thinks this is a fight, so they still stand up and start fighting. And this is the angels, Whis and Waddles and stop them. As this is when he says they gotta because you're not allowed to fight. As this is when they stop their fight. As this is when he explains that as this is so anyway guys. Anyway guys. Anyway guys. So this is when anyway guys. So this is when Champion says that he wants their two universes to fight in the tournament. Which Goku gets pretty excited because we all know Goku always wants a good fight. So this is when Goku then says, this is when Goku Vegeta then gets prepared for the listening for the tournament. Excuse me. Anyway, guys, so this is when Goku then says, alright. So this is when him and Vegeta begins to train in the hyperbolic sun chamber. That was when they're training in hyperbolic and Goku still discovers that he could stack his Kaioken on top of the Super Saiyan Blue. But if he goes 10, he can only last. Let's say Goku, since he understands his God power in his body way more, that's his base form that is literally his God body. I'm gonna say that Goku can use it longer than he did in canon, and he will be able to defeat Hit when we do the tournament arc. Anyway, so now we time skip as Goku and Vegeta still grows the beards, which they still clean up and shave. As we then get prepared for the Universe 6 tournament, which the first fight still goes Ken or no, nah. As when the fight, so anyway, the first fight, Goku versus the fat teddy bear, which I mean, not the fat teddy bear, the fat Winnie the Pooh. Yo, this kind of goes kind of different, kind of different. Since Goku doesn't go Super Saiyan because it's not needed, since I'm pretty sure one God Goku punch is enough to knock him out of the ring. As this is he's gonna knock him out of the tournament. But Goku, if you're wondering, guys, Goku has tried many times to try to leave his Super Saiyan, try to leave his Super Saiyan blue body. I mean, not Super Saiyan blue body, his Super Saiyan high body, but it hasn't worked. So yeah, the shop is not aware of Goku's Super Saiyan blue. Anyway, anyway, so this is when Goku says. So this is when Goku then faces Frost, but this time, since Frost was only a little stronger than, it's like only the level of Frieza was in the Resurrection F arc, that just means that God Goku can just one-shot him as well. As now, it's now Kaba. I forgot, oh yeah, now it's Kaba. No, it's Magenta, like the robot thing. Which Goku then see like his regular text won't work, and he then decides to go blue. As he then says, this is when he then uses the warp Kamehameha. So anyway, guys. Anyway, anyway, guys. Anyway, guys. So this is when Goku then says, "Alright, who's next?" This is when he sees Kappa. This is when Goku then. This is when Kappa and still likes Goku teach him the Super Saiyan transformation. Goku then says, "Alright, I'll try my best." And this is when something like, I just realized something. But this is when Goku, he tells him the same thing he told Gohan all those years ago of how, they, oh my god, so this is when Kappa still goes Super Saiyan. And this is when him and Goku still have a, this is when Goku is such impressive, but, and he goes Super Saiyan Blue. One day you may achieve this power if you train with your God Now your God Destruction if you train with your angel. She can help you achieve this power. But anyway, see ya. Read Dex in the stomach knocking him out. So anyway, this is when the final battle begins. As this is when it's Hit versus Son Goku. As this is when this is when it hit, then this is when Goku then begins attack hit. And yes, because Goku's a battle genius, he's always gonna figure out a way to negate its time skip. And this is when he goes Super Saiyan Blue again. And this is when it says I have something new to show everyone. Kaioken! As he then uses the Kaioken. And this is when it happens the same way. Anyway, so this is when he then says times 10! And this is when it happens again in battle, except Goku this time wins. And that's the end of the universe 600, except he still brings back, Beer still brings back Champa Surf, by the way. So, next time on What If Goku was such a Super Saiyan God, we'll see what happens for our Saiyan's adventures next time. Da-da-dum.